I'm already on. Bees in the trap, trap, bees in the trap. I am fucking told it's cold outside. It's cold outside, I'm freezing my cojones off. I'm freezing my cojones off. It's cold outside. It's cold outside, side, side. It's cold outside. Yes, it is. It's cold outside, side, side. It's cold outside, side, side. Oh, Lord, have mercy on my soul. Hi. Are we watching? Sorry I'm late. I slept in. You guys, I went back to bed. I went back to bed. That's so funny. Look at my tongue. Ugh, from coffee. Yeah, I went back to bed. I'll tell you what happened. I literally crawled back in bed this morning. I was like, fuck this day already. So, Stevie, thank you. I appreciate it. Hi, UC Davis trauma surgeon. I think it's been a while, right? I eat Snickers upside down to feel the veins. That's really weird. Anyway, so I got up at like 1, and although Dan and I are arguing on what he did versus what I did, but I got up at 1 because I remember freaking out that I let him sleep for like 4 hours before I changed his diaper. Yeah, we were actually there not that long ago, but anyway. So then I got up at 5:47 to go pee, right? And I was like, well, I think I'm gonna start taking him when I go to the bathroom, right? Instead of waking up, I'm gonna wake up because I go to the bathroom. So I was like, okay, 5:47. I was like, I'll go in there. And he was dry, which was great because I was petrified because he had been sleeping in his diaper for like 4 hours, and I normally don't go that long. But then when I took his diaper off, yeah, he peed all over himself. So I just said, screw it. I'll just give him a shower. So I gave him a shower at 6 o'clock in the morning. I gave him a shower from 6 o'clock in the morning. Hello, my friends in Tennessee. Gave him a shower at 6 o'clock in the morning, cut his nails, lotioned him up, changed him, put him back to bed, and then fed the animals. And I was like, yeah, I'm not ready to get up. So I crawled back in bed. And I think I slept till like 8:40. I started like rummaging around about 8:30, 8:45. I opened my eyes and Dan's like standing over me. I'm like, what time is it? He's like, it's like 8:45. I was like, what? I didn't even think I fell asleep. It was the weirdest thing. Jennifer was like playing soccer again, and anyway, so I went back to bed. Yeah, so I was in bed for like 11 hours, but I only slept for like 9. So anyway, crazy. But my ring still says that I'm shitty, so I don't know. It's easier, yes. So Judy, I'm gonna tell you, I used to shower him in the afternoon. Hi Pat. So for me, lately, I've been doing that. Hi Miami, I saw you texting me last night, but I was falling asleep, so I'll have to read it later. But for me, because by the end of the day, I'm tired, I'm tired. So I tend to, prolong these shower days because, every day is different for me. I'll tell you about the hot water heater. So I don't know. So for me, it's easier it's easier for me to shower him in the morning, for me, right? So anyway, the hot water, we don't know. We think the panel is going out. So what we did was, there was a little battery, and I had it, weird, and we replaced it, and the display's working great. I don't know, we'll see, but we're still gonna figure it out. Woo! I almost fell. Scouse Spotter wants to know, everybody, listen up. Why do you think it's appropriate to tell your father-in-law's business to the whole world? Well, why do I think it's appropriate? Because we are helping other fellow caregivers, right? That's why. He's also a podiatrist. He would also want his story told to help other people, period. And if you can't grasp that, you're on the wrong channel. At the point of 93, I can tell you that no human is not being protected with their kitten caboodles. You know what I mean? I leak, and I'm not even 93. So, you know what I mean? He had said he did be on videos. Yes, and he has said many times he loves to help us. It's cold here. It's not snowing, but it's cold. Do what's good for you. Yeah, shower in the AM is the best for me. She must got like, she doesn't say hi to me. Oh, who is that guy? Who's this Sean Law? Does anybody on YouTube know who he is? How did he buy a star? Can you buy a star? God, I don't know. Does anybody know Sean? Let me know. Maybe we should block him. He seems like a weird creeper, no? Hi, Cindy Lou. Hi from New York City. Hi, Craig. Good fucking morning. Does anybody know Sean? Are you scared that you're turning the hardest part of his life into a sideshow? Am I scared? Why would I be scared? What are you doing to support your family? What are you doing to support yourself and your spouse and your wife? What are you doing to make somebody's life better? You don't. You're here trolling a fucking woman on the internet. Yeah. Anyway. Sean who? Yeah, I don't know. Who's Sean? Did we figure it out? Nate, do you know who that Sean Law guy is? We may need to keep an eye out on that. I think he bought a star. It's a red one. How did he get one? I'm taking names. Go ahead, Pat. You show him. Must be on YouTube. I can't see him on Facebook. So the troll is on TikTok and Sean Law is on YouTube. And he's been here for a year. He was just bitching because I didn't stop my rant to say hi to him. You know, those people who expect me to make a mountain out of a molehill, you know. Hello from Ireland. I never heard of Sean either. Me neither. He's paying. Nate, watch that guy. Oh, Richard, thank you. Anyway, hi to everybody. My fucking bougie side is crying because I heard he is an asshole. I think he also is like a naked pervert. I think he likes to sit on a couch naked and do nothing. Yeah, and he plays with dead bodies. Sean is some guy we used to know. Hello from Michigan. I heard y'all. I heard you. The flag is a good thing, Katie. We learned that the flag is like documenting, I don't know, like some good thing. Like you're an active top follower and comment, you know? Priscilla, don't worry about it. I'm telling you, please don't. There's so many of them. You can't wrestle with all the idiots of the world, you know? Hello from Tennessee. Do y'all know I'm a Tennessee girl? Everybody who says from Tennessee, y'all know I'm a Tennessean, right? Yeah. Conceived and popped out in the good old Nashville, Tennessee. My mom's side of the family's from there. So I should like have all the Tennessee folk in here as supporting of the Tennessee sassy Southern belle. You know what I mean? You got 9 inches. Y'all are cold. I'm cold. I'll take my cold over the cold. And we know Froggy's basking in the sun, naked, on his boat, with fresh teak. He's suntanning and we're freezing. He's in Florida. Yeah. Hello in the UK. You're in Tennessee. Did you know I'm from Tennessee? It's cold outside, but warm in my house. Sure it is. It's a lot warmer in my house than it is outside. I feel like part of the fam. Love the videos. Oh, Deanna, thank you so much. Hi, Patty. How are you, girl? Miss you, boo. You're from Memphis. Have you ever eaten at the Bayou? My cousin's husband, well, my cousin and her husband own it. The Bayou, in Memphis. His family's from Memphis. Do we have any Memphis people here? Do we have any Memphis people? I need to know if you eat at the Bayou. And if not, you need to go there and tell them you know a famous star. Oh shit. Millie Pig? She got some, it's balmy. I bet I did know. I bet. Montana. We need some Montana love. Candace is freezing her nipples off. It's 10 degrees in Montana. I'm for a method in Nashville. A method? Oh, yeah. Oh, anyway. So if you guys, Carl's Jr. Ew. Nobody eats Carl's Jr. No. That will give you pubic hairs in your mouth, down your throat, and shit out your ass. Yeah. Yeah, we know you Arizonians are freaking out. A little cold and y'all don't know what to do. Millie is doing great. Millie got extra blankets from Delaney and Wesley. So we just load her up with more blankets. You sent me a gift on TikTok? What kind of gift? Like a big one that you sit behind a wheel and push the pedal? Oh, cha-cha. Nobody asked you, you Kansas lady. I asked Sandra for your 2 Millie books and coloring books. Okay, did everybody buy shit? Hi, Carla. Did anybody go to my Linktree, Iceman, Sean, and buy books for their nieces, nephews, grandchildren? Because y'all, the sale, I think, done's today. Guax. Oh, the famous star. Got it, Scott. I'm a little slow. I declare you got prettier every day. Oh, Pat. Y'all feather me with all this beauty. You know what? That's weird. Dan even gave me a kiss on the cheek this morning. Dan gave me a kiss on the cheek. What? Who? Huh? I think, hi, Callie. I think, hi, Kayla. I think what happened was, hey, Brandon, that he gave me a kiss on the cheek. I think he knew, you know. I got up with him twice, showered him, and then came back to bed. I think he realized just how tired I was. He gave me a kiss on the cheek, not the ass cheek or the lip cheek, the cheek on my face. He doesn't do that to me. I said, what was that for? He's all, I said, what? He said, thank you. What? I had to take care of a poop, and then I had to take care of a shower. So I think he sometimes realizes when I crawled back in bed and was still sleeping, he knew something was up. He knows, yeah, he gave me a kiss on the cheek. So sometimes, people, we are kind to each other. You look like fried shit. I've never seen what fried shit looks like, Pat. Fuck. I bet your feet do. Farm feet and all. I'm still smiling from it. It was cute. He does that shit sometimes. And it makes me go, God, that was cute. I wish he did it more often. Oh, he already got it. He already got the poo-tang. He did. I mean, that's all it took. Was a simple thank you, kiss on the cheek, and then he was like, I said, you can have a touch and go. Y'all remember what a touch and go is? Yeah, well, then his pants came off. I was just thinking like a hand swipe like he got the other night. But he didn't go for the hand swipe. He went for the penis touch and go. The penis in and out. Yeah, he was excited. He said something about like he had a dream that I had a muff, a big muff on my pubic area. And I was showing it off. I don't know. And then his pants came off. Yeah, I don't know. Touchdown. So, hey, you guys don't realize he gets sex. That's what you don't realize. It's the funniest shit. People think I don't give it up. Did I buy the Skims muff? No. You'll fucking know. So no, that was really sweet. So Dan gave me, you love muff? Do you like the muff or do you like the vinyl? I mean, what do you really like? Some men love the muff. Do you know my new Free People bag? It's called a muff bag. It's called a muff bag. I didn't know. Rocky was like, hey, I bought my muff bag. I said, what the fuck is a muff bag? She goes, you know, your bag. I don't have a muff bag. She goes, your Free People bag. I said, that's called a muff bag? So I learned something. Do you remember back in the olden days, right? Women had those nice like gowns on, and then they had that fur thing that they put their hands in. That's called a muff. That's called a muff. I learned that last night with Rocky and her mom. It's a muff. So when you see those women in that fur little circular thing, it's called a muff. And that's probably why people nicknamed the pubic hair muff, right? Because it was furry. It was typically a fur muff. And well, we have fur on our muff if we choose to. So it probably is the reason why. So anyway, a little trivia that I learned last night. I dated a few years ago who loved fur burgers. You know, fur burgers we used to talk about back in the day. None yo business. Are you a sneak from somebody from the past? We used to talk about, yes, it was called a muffin, a muff. Did you guys know? What about earmuffs? That's right, Zelda. So yes, when you get older, the fur does thin. And the only reason why I know that is because of Dan. Because I don't have a muff. But I like my man Harry, so he doesn't do anything down there because I don't like it. I want him to look like a man, you know? When you shave that shit, it reminds me of an adolescent boy. So I knew he used to have a muff, man. Back in the day, he had a muff. That shit was big, poofy, and thick. So it ain't like that anymore. So anyway, I like my men muffy. Yeah, I carried a white muffin with roses wrapped around her. Yes, you guys had a muff. Hi, Kim. And we eat muffins. I don't know why that's called muffins, but some of us do eat muffins that aren't baked in an oven. I don't, but I had a dream, and I'm not gonna give you a name, but I had a dream that one of my friends, it's a joke, but last night I had some weird fucking dreams. You shaved last night? I do not want to see a shaved shebang bang, okay? Don't send me a picture. I don't like them shaved. I really like hair. Does anybody like hair on their men? Like, I'm talking the whole kit and caboodle. I don't even want the sides trimmed. I don't want your ass trimmed. I want all hair. Anybody else? Anybody? I don't know. Is it me? No? Hi, Angel. My mom had a muff. Shaved nuts are gross. No cleaning. Your face. I see. I don't like groomed. No groom. No hair pie. You just move it away. You don't have to pull a Larry David and go, you know, shit. He carries the scent. I don't really like the scent, but they do have a scent. Even after they shower, you know, it still has a scent. But holds more smell. Okay, but I don't put my face down there. Shit. No. Y'all, I don't want to see a shaved snake. I want hair on the testes. I want hair around the shaft, at the base of the shaft, people. I want hair on the sides. I want hair everywhere. You show up and you pull down your pants and you're naked, it looks like a fucking mole rat. No, thank you. Nope. You shaved your butt once? Yeah, I do shave my butt. Yeah. mother-in-law is 90. Yes, she looks great, doesn't she? What did you walk into? Shit, nothing. I'm not talking about anything. Put our faces down there. I be looking. I touch a little bit. I give a little tickle tickle. And if I do put my face down there, it's very strategic, right? I'm not like eating fucking hair. I'm not shoving my face in his pile of hair. You hold it at the base and you just keep it from protruding in the mouth, and it's fine, you guys. Technique. Free the bush. Christine, because when I flip-flop this side, which is Facebook, and I flip-flop, which it should be flip-flop because then I'm more centered, then for some reason this iPad can't pick up sound, and it just everybody starts bitching. So, anyway. Everybody's... Do you know who I am, Beck? I'm a mall rat. Fucking, do you see it? It's all looking at you all cross-eyed and shit. No hair, no fur, no warmth whatsoever. No. Adolescent. Go away. Poo-poo. If I ever dated again, yeah. I guess that's okay to say. If I ever had a new man and you pulled that shit down and you were bare, I would run. Be like, Call me when you grow some hair. I'll see ya. Yeah. Nope. Hi, Marts. Marty, do you have full bush? Or are you trimmed? Is Iris like a trimmed mole rat? Or does she like a hairy beast of a man? You did? Definitely not going back until next week. Well, this is a new week, so the weekend. Bush, good man, Marty. Good man. See? Marty. And Lisa Ramsey, stop acting like you put your face down there in the first fucking place. Lisa, oh, nobody wants hair in their mouth. Girl, when's the last time your mouth was down there? Exactly. Don't you try to act like prim and proper. Nobody wants a piece of pubic hair in mouth. Gross. Yeah. Okay. Tell me when the last time your fucking face was in his pubic hair or around that area. That's what I thought. All you fucking people judging me and my hair. Let me ask you a question. For all of you women who are saying, ooh, hair. No. Ooh. When's the last time you put your face in it? When's the last time you ate it, licked it, sucked it, or fucked it? Because I know some of you women saying you don't like hair, but you haven't even had sex. So you have no fucking right. All you people acting all poised and shit and demure. I like a clean shaven penis. Yeah, all right. What are you doing with that clean shaven penis? Oh, fuck. Never, exactly. Yesterday, Judy, you're an anomaly. Get the fuck out of here. You and Jade, you know. No, I don't get a hairball. And sometimes you just go, you know. I was like eating a cat hair. Now, if you got kitties and dogs, and every time you eat or drink something, you're getting a hair in your mouth, do you want to shave your pussies and your dogs? Shit. No. They're not meant to be shaved. We have hair for a reason. Tony, I know you. Whatever. How does it feel to argue with a lawyer on a daily basis? Jake, I hate it. God, he's bossy. Shit. He thinks he knows everything. Everything. He tells me how to do things, tells me what's correct for better results. He wants me to be a mini Dan. Fuck, I don't like it. Fuck that shit. Mino likes the hair. You're a fucking mole rat. In the dark dungeon of love and vodka. Mufasa. Hey, GSR. Name. It's Mufasa to you. You do the licky licky? Oh no. Yeah, anniversary, fuck the licky licky. All you can do is just lick it. Lick at the tip and that's it. They'll take whatever. As to Mufasa. Next time your husband tries to grab your handful, tell him it's Mufasa to you. Hey, in your next book, you need a Mufasa. Mufasa. You need one with a big bush. And then somehow the guy loves and calls it Mufasa. I want more. Just the Mufasa. JSR is female. And I over the years have created a character of her and what she looks like, just based on the shit she says. You know, that didn't come from me, it came from her. So, needless to say, she writes erotica, that's right, in her dungeon, which is the basement. Lights off, bottle of vodka in hand, a tiny little flicker of a flame, and lets her creativity dance through the liquor, the cigarette, and a tiny flicker of flame, hope, and desire. And then she puts all that shit down. I read her first little erotica book, and let me tell you, it was erotica for sure. She doesn't like to act it out, but she experiments with herself, because how do you write erotica without doing those things, right? I'm an angry cat who's slightly clinically insane. Oh, fuck. I was raised to believe that there's the hair is there for a reason. You haven't finished it? GSR. Can we quit talking about pubic hair and talk about delicious food, please? That's boring. I don't want to talk about fucking food. Y'all want to talk about food or vagina hair or pubic hair? I'll leave it up to you. Mufasa. It's been a long time. I got right on. Yeah, well, me too. Hair. I don't want to talk about food. Max says roast beef. You're making beef stew tonight? That's no fun. Shit. Yeah, I don't want to talk about food. I mean, food has been so much lately that it makes me gag. I don't want to talk about Christmas. Sounds like you're pissed. I'm pissed? Trista, you don't know what pissed is. Here comes somebody coming in prejudging. Am I pissed about what? Nothing. God, I don't know how people can be so boring. I know. So I don't know what I'm making tonight, but I know I have to day drink with Clint today. So shit. What's my favorite Thanksgiving dish? Ruffles and onion dip. Ruffles and onion dip. You had a fresh Bambi? Oh, I saw a Bambi. She must be new. Yeah. Hair and food don't mix. No, they definitely do not mix. And for all of you that go out and eat at a public fast food restaurant, you are consuming at least 12 pubic hairs a year. Yeah, just so you know. I have no ribbon. Well, you're gonna have to find some new one, a new color. So we'll have to. I got so drunk over Thanksgiving. I was stumbling. You were stumbling. Do you roll like a bowling ball? I feel like you're so small you can tuck and roll. You know? I don't know. I don't do cards anymore. Y'all, I used to be on top of cards and shit and thank you shit and no, not no more. I don't have time. If you send me a gift, I'm gonna tell you thank you. I ain't writing you a card. I fluff around. I waddle. Ruffles and onion dip are my favorite thing. It's a Thanksgiving thing for me. I don't know why, but I didn't have any. I failed. Shit. All the single ladies, put your hands up in the club. Yeah. Probably already talked about this, but what about your hot water? It's working as of right now. Let's not talk about it, because I don't want anything bad to happen. I need a shower. And nobody wants cold showers in the wintertime. Cold showers suck, but I'll take a cold shower in the summertime over wintertime. You're retired with too much time on your hands. Your really big book came? My book has not come. My book has not come. I I ordered that thing the first day it was available. My own book. And it's still not here. How are you guys getting the Millie Pig book before I do? I can't wait. So, I'm gonna tell you that Ed, every time he needs to, a verbal thank you, shout out to the people who send me stuff on here. Koso sent me this hat and I love it. Plus, I think the color looks good on me, right? I think red's my color. So that's what you get. You know, whenever your book is coming Tuesday, you missed Black Friday, check to see right now if it's still going on. Check to see if it's still going on. Is Christy here? Christy, how long's the sale? You fucked up, Christine. Now you deserve to pay full price. Make sure she gets the full price listing, Christy. If a Christine Southern Towel girl, I can't tell you her name online, I'll tell you later. Make sure she gets the expensive purchasing power, you know? No deal for her. No deal. I don't know, Christine. I don't remember. I guess I never met. I may or may not have trolled Dan on his videos. You know, you have a few flashbacks. You have been going in hard. GSR, you have been going in hard. Even on my videos. Are you sure it's not mine you're talking about? I'll take a good shit. Yes, I put up. Carla, look at my Mrs. D. Sal NorCal 3. I'll put it up on Facebook later. I haven't done it yet, but I put up what I purchased yesterday. I purchased 2 more snowmen and a lot of other things. It's $9.99 for what? The book? I think that's on sale. I think $9.99 for the book is on sale. Yeah, I believe. I made the mistake of going on Reddit. Why would you do that? Yeah. But you gotta buy both books and the coloring books. So anyway. Oh, BLTs? Oh, yes. I don't know what I'm cooking tonight, but I'm gonna be hammered because I always get hammered when I go to Clint's house. Yeah, so I won't tell you, but I'm gonna use it as a write-off because I made a video, right? Like, hello. So I'll do a video of my house. There's some things I just, you know, I don't know. When I'm finished, I don't know. I might show you some. Maybe if we do a member live. Are you a member, Carla? Hi, Potter. Love ya. I don't know. So, it's vitamin C season. I stay hammered. You don't stay hammered like me. I've been hammered constantly for the last week. Not really, but off and on. Coco needs a coloring book. You guys, I'm telling you, I think the sale goes through today. So you better buy it. I don't know if we're doing Cyber Monday or not. The boss isn't here. That's Christy. I'm not the boss. Y'all think I'm the boss, but I'm not. So, but yeah. So buy the death book. Buy everything. Sell us out. It's Christmas time. I said, did you buy shit yet? I told you yesterday you had an agenda. How many miles? Every day is different, Laura. It depends on my body. I'm gonna get drunk and do laundry. Yes, it's great. Ginseng. I fucking hate that name. GSR. So I find out when I need motivation, I pour a glass of wine. That's my thing. I woke up, it's 2 p.m. Oh shit. Don't take ZzzQuil. Oh yeah. Shit, you just woke up. I slept in too till 8:45. Oh my God. So yeah, Marcy, I don't really believe in any particular, you know, I kind of decorate for everybody. I decorate for all the scenes. I decorate for all the religions in my house. I like all the religions honored in my house, right? I don't put Santa Clauses up, but I did find a couple old pillows that said Merry Christmas. But I don't really like to do that because I don't believe in Christmas, right? I just believe about the spirit. I believe about having the spirit during this time. Whether it's Hanukkah, Christmas, Kwanzaa, whatever, I try to infiltrate all of those in my decorating, not just one. So, there you have it. I couldn't do some exercise. Oh, sorry, Ben. Thoughts on nutcrackers. My friend Christine loves the Nutcracker, and she buys those Nutcracker men. So she would say she's in. Oh, good, Susan. Yeah, I got some sleep. I feel really good today, even though my watch says I didn't. So I've been averaging about 3 miles a day, and I didn't think I was going to be able to run today because my back really hurt, and still kind of hurts. But you know, I just push through shit because that's what I do. It's festive and all about family. That's what I believe. So you see a little bit of everything in my house, other than all your Jewish relatives celebrate Christmas. I just don't understand that. You know, are they celebrating? Okay, Katie, it's very complicated. So are they celebrating actually the birth of Christ? Or are they just choosing a day because it's a societal day of closure and celebration to do their stuff on Christmas? There's a huge difference. All my dad wants to do is eat. That's good. So people choose days, you know? People choose days. It's not because they choose one day out of the year or a couple. It's not, I don't believe, it doesn't signify, and people get confused, right? Especially Katie, because you said that. People get confused about what people choose to do and the days of which they choose to do it. Society tells us Christmas is the day, right? Whether we believe in Christmas or not, I think everybody on Christmas does something because the world shuts down. You know what I mean? It's become so commercialized, yeah. I don't really do a tree per se, Angel. This year, I may not because of the cats. I do pine. Pine. Oh, she is Carla. They are not very religious. Yes, 100%, Katie. 100%. Take your finger. You know, that's the thing is that I had this conversation with a lot of my friends. It's so commercialized and it's so forced upon us, I believe. You know what, Kevin? It's so forced upon us. I feel like, you know, what can you do on Christmas? Nothing. Have to do something. Why not have a family? Nobody's saying other than the people who do celebrate the birth of Christ, right? I'm going to Clint's. I don't know yet, Mads. Probably in a little bit. Do you decorate outside? Bridget, I used to do everything. I didn't like hang up, because I would have to hang up the lights myself. But I think this week, I'm gonna go get some garland and put it around. I have a pretty little black wrought iron thing in front of my house. I might do that and put some LED lights up. We don't really, was kind of special. And I know they celebrated Christmas, right? And it's like, where's the outlets? There's no outlets. There's no outlets. Who the fuck? What? There's one outlet right there. And there's one outlet there's a couple in my back. But like, if I built a house knowing I was gonna put up lights, I would have outlets throughout my whole house. So I have something up here and I can't remember what it is. It might be a tree. So I might put that up on top of the stairs. But there's no outlet there to light it. So it's just freaking decorate. It's just, because I can't, anyway. TikTok shop sells solar string lights. I want them for my lamppost. Lily, so does Hobby Lobs. The Hobby Lobs. You're still recovering? Yeah. Oh, you're lucky you have a husband, I do. How do you have a house with no outlets? Outside, Bridget. I don't have very many outside outlets. It's weird to me. I wish I had them like through my, you know, like my driveway. It would be pretty to do. Hameshi. Yeah, so no, I collect snowmen. I love my snowmen. I love snowmen and pine trees, just regular pine trees with white lights. Yeah. See what else I like. I just bought this, you guys. God. And I like just white lights. I'm very simple in my, you know, I'm totally like farmhouse chic, I guess. Not even chic, I'm farmhouse. I'm farmhouse rustic, you know. Like tin roof rusted, I'm farmhouse rustic. And so I like just that vibe of wood and, you know, white lights. And so I have some LED lights on my mantle. I buy the little decorative garland. I have one that I've had for years that's, you know, like pine, and the other ones, I got one the other day at Hobbs, the Hoblobs, and it's cute. It's got the gingham red and black checkered with the what's the shit I like? I just lost my train of thought. You know, I like the jute stuff, you know, the ribbon. I like that stuff, you know. So I got a couple, but one of the pieces, if you look at my video, there's a ball, it's wool balls, and it's on my new, like, centerpiece. Oh my God, you guys, that thing was $40. I didn't even look at the price, I just bought it. I don't look at prices in that store, that's the problem. Oh, $40. 20% off, but still. And there was one left. I really want the other one. Fuck. $40. We have a tree farm. Oh my gosh. Oh, love you, Icy. Anyway, so industrial farm style. Yeah, so if you see my house, you know I'm totally rustic. So I don't, like I said, I decorate for the season and what makes me happy. So anyway, that's what I do. I did buy that yesterday. I was like, what the fuck, $40? They're like, yeah, it's wool. Of course. I have a knack for picking out the most expensive things. The wool, the big wool balls. Oh, what? The hot blocks? What did I say? I don't even remember. You have a tree farm? So Rocky and Josh got their tree. Rocky loves Christmas tree. Like, Rocky is Catholic or Christian. I don't remember. But so she, you know, she believes, that's, she grows up. So the kids do, they do Christmas, but they just got their tree yesterday. Josh is also non-denominational. And so, you know, but he lets her do what she wants to, and which is great because you should. It's called compromise in a relationship. Do our decorating. Susan, my dogs and cats do that too. I do have hot water, thank you. Maybe a nice cruise. You know, vacations. You know, vacation doesn't cure somebody like me because you don't want to come back to reality. That's okay, Chelsea. I mean, you could check. You could check. So what happened? We think my control panel's going Fritzo on the Yitzo, you know. It's 2 years old, and that was a warranty one too. So I had one 4 years ago, and then they replaced it 2 years after that because we were having problems. And now 2 years later, we're starting to have problems again. It's a Rheem, for those of you. It's all electric, so it's got a heat pump. Yeah, you tell me about heat pumps. I know about heat pumps because this fucking house is a fucking walking disaster. Not only does it have no outlets throughout the house, out the outside house, it's got fucking heat pump and electricity. Most people out here, almost all people out here have propane. No, this idiot decided he wanted to do electric. Electric, that's what I said, yeah. Yeah. Good morning, Dennis. Hi there. You have septic gallbladder. Well, why did it become septic? What did you do to it? So anyway, that's so everything. Heat pump. If you say heat pump, you know it's fucking dollars, yo. Lots of dollars. Same with my, you know, everybody like, why does Grandpa always have a sweatshirt on? Heat pump. Not just that. He's colder than we are. So I have a sweatshirt on in my house because that's what I'm comfortable in, and most of the time I might have, you know, shorts on or something like that. We keep our house at a certain temperature because the heat pump, you don't want no emergency heat kicking on because then you're just cha-ching. It's like putting money in a slot machine and no winning. You get no winning, no chance of winning at all, just a big ass fucking bill. I'm gonna tell you, thanks Nick. I'm gonna tell you the first year we were in this house. Are you ready? Are you ready? All right, Kimberly, like, what the fuck? The first year we were in this house, we had no idea. We were running that shit like it was, like, you know, just free. Our first bill in here was $1,300. $1,300. I'll let that sink in. The next month, it was $1,800. We still didn't learn. What the fuck? $1,800. What? Who? Huh? No. Yeah. So, no more. Yeah. For electric. Yes. Because that was heat. Heat. The first winter, Lisa. I said, attention. Pay attention, girl. Yeah. So I called my friend who works for our energy company, and I was like, girl, why is my bill so big? It's on my account. She looks, she goes, well, welcome to the land. So I said, what? She goes, you must have heat pumps. I said, what's a heat pump? I've learned all sorts of things about this house. Yeah. So upstairs stays about 69 because heat rises and Andrew's hot. So I keep this side of the house 69, 70. On my side, it stays about 70, 69. And it's actually peaceful. Sometimes it's too hot. I turn it down to 68. Because recently we've gotten new systems. Yeah. Layer the fuck up. I'm not paying $1,800. I don't have the funds to pay. Nobody has the funds to pay $1,800 for fucking electricity. We get a bit of heat pumps here for heat. Nebraska is, yes, no. They're horrible. Yeah, for us anyway, that's just what he put in. Propane is all 59. Holy shitballs, Myra. You're saving some big bucks. 59? No hell. Nope. It's like another mortgage. So we learned really quickly, and eventually it went down and down and down. And now I know, so we maintain it. We can't have it hot. First of all, I can't handle the heat. People, I'm in perimenopause. Sometimes, Dan, I'm walking out of the house, I'm like, what the fuck? Why is it 71 in here? Lord have mercy. Plus, I'm going to tell you, I enjoy having a sweatshirt. I'm more comfortable having a sweatshirt on and like sweats. To me, that's like that's cozy, you know, or sweatpants and a t-shirt. To me, that's cozy. You know what I mean? I like that. And like slippers, you know, that's my jam. So I do it to where I'm comfortable. Vortex, and off. I don't mind a vortex. I'm too far now. We have electric heating too. It's expensive. I like being cozy. So I don't want to be hot. I want to be cozy. And cozy is that. But Grandpa always has more clothes on than us because he's cold in general, right? Me too. Skirt, skirt. Sidetrack. Yeah. It's called perimenopause. It's a comfort thing. Yeah. You crank up the heat. Oh, God. Oh, I can't do it. The same as mini split that also does AC in the summer. Yes, but we took our splits out. Judy, we've done some reconfiguring up in those rafters. Yeah, we took the fucking boxes out because we're not doing that split thing anymore. The split thing was complicated. So I'm like, take that fucking shit out and just connect the, yeah, no, nope. Fuck the split. And a t-shirt dress. 65 degrees. I treat Dan so badly, it's sickening. Yes. Jimmy, so bad. My husband kissed me on the cheek this morning. I must be so bad. Yeah. We've had sex for the last 4 days in a row. Yes, I must be horrible to him. He's just using me for my vagina, I think. Oh, Jimmy. Yeah. Anyway, so, sorry. Sidetrack. Skirt, skirt. Val, what are you doing? My joy. I would die in that heat. Me too. I can't do it. Electric bill at home is $35. How? Nothing is on. $35? My electric will probably be right now. I will tell you right. Sorry. Was that a little too gruff? I was trying to be polite about it, but that word just came out of my mouth. I apologize. I apologize if y'all got a little offended by that. Anyway, I don't apologize. No, I don't. I have a hot flashes right now in sweats. Tell Dwayne, don't touch it. I know. Dan's like, let's do a fire. A what? You ain't starting no fire in this house. Shit, it's too hot. Yeah, I couldn't. So bye, Janet. Bye, Janet. Love you. And it's $90. Yeah, I don't know. I can tell you that. Do many houses? A lot of people have solar. Yes, a lot of people have solar. Do y'all have electric? Yes, all electric. We have no gas. No gas or no propane. Yeah. You're very specific and very direct. Oopsie. My bad. You know, it's funny because people assume, based on our videos, that are acting, right? There's truth to everything, but we overreact to things sometimes, right? And people just judge based on what they see without really knowing the person, right? And so they assume that I'm nasty to Dan, but they don't realize that off camera, yeah, we can still be nasty to each other because we're married for 28 years. We've been together for fucking 30 years. We annoy the fuck out of each other. That's what happens in a marriage. I ain't trying to hide that shit. But we still fuck. We still fuck. We still have love for each other. He kissed me on the cheek this morning, thanking me for my job. He doesn't do that enough, but he did do it, and that led to a fuck this morning. You know what I mean? Bye, Meshi. Take care of that septic. That's my life, you know? People get upset, right? With sometimes people get protective of me, mostly older women, I think. And, you know, when like Dan and I'm irritated with Dan, I'm just so tired and he's being Dan. You know, I mean, yeah, it's annoying, but you know, it's just our banter. It's just what we do. And some of that is embellished on, you know, no, I mean, sometimes you see real shit, but that's our normal. I mean, that's what we do off camera. But we still have a relationship out of social media. You know what I mean? We still have a relationship off of social media. That's why we're still together 28 years later, right? We're going on 29 fucking years. You don't stay together when you're miserable. You don't stay together because you're unhappy. You stay together and you fight for what you believe in. You fight for love, and we have love. And you, God damn it. And he's a fucking idiot that left the dog out again, not paying attention because he's on his fucking phone. And he bitches about me being on my phone.
What are you looking at, Coco? Oh, you're a stinker. You looked at me and then took off running.
But people can't see that. People can't see that. People like, I mean, I was just saying, fuck everything I just took. I retract everything. He let the fucking dog out. You know, like, this is what he does when he comes out the door. This is what he's doing. This is what he's doing. And the fucking phone, and the dog knows it. She sees it, and then she takes off. Bye, Cindy Lou. Love you. Never mind. Everything I said about him, gone. Fuck that. We don't have love. We have hate and misery, neglect, and fucking irritation. Fuck. Fuck. Never mind. I'm taking it all back. Fuck him. I can't with that man. I really can't. I'm gonna go in and go pee-pee really quick. Oh, I could have been married 36 years. I have to put up with him. Don't I get some fucking stars? People need to be saying, you treat Danielle like shit. I know Clint. Clint's texting me, your shepherd is out. I know. People don't think I know when my dogs are out. Shit. I gotta pee before I get on that thing. I'm just gonna shake my uterus. Coco! Let's go, baby girl! Where is Dan? He left. Come on, Bax. Hi, Baxie. Where's he at? Hey, Baxie. You want a treat? Baxie, get a treat.
Yes. I'm looking. Look at that dog. Hi, Blue. I can see the dog. I don't know where she went. Oh. There he is. Come on, Coco. Dog's getting ballsier and ballsier. Normally it's afraid, but it's walking down the street. Danielle's right there.
Look, I got the Baxie. Baxie! Come on, Bax. Bax.
So what we have to do in this situation when the dog is not being cooperative. I don't know who let the dog out. I think Danielle's out here. That dog knows. But we have to make the dog jealous of Baxter. Like, start playing ball with Baxter. And that will bring Coco back in 2 seconds. Let me take a peek if I can see him. Hi, Blue Kitty. Where did my Coke go? Where did my Coke? It's really affecting me because, good morning, Ruben. It's halftime for the Niner game, so I went out to get my walk. I figured I'd get back sometime during the third quarter, and now I'm going to miss the Niner game. I'm great, Fran. How are you guys doing? Hi, Anita. Yep, they're playing the Browns, and it's a close game. I think it's 10-8. It's a weird score, but that's the score, 10-8. Where the start? Are you referring to Grandpa and Danielle? Grandpa's eating. I think actually he's done eating. He's drinking coffee, watching TV, waiting for me. Grandpa woke up, I mean, rip roaring to go today. He had energy. I was his cousin today, first thing in the morning. I was Dan. He knew my name, but I was his cousin. That was interesting. But he's got energy. We got him up and went into the bathroom and get him changed, right? Get him cleaned up. And then we walked out to the kitchen, and he's got a brand new fresh diaper on, and right when we get to where he's going to sit down, I got to pee. And I'm like, Dad, you don't have to pee. You were just in the bathroom. And my dad is, when he is, with it a little bit, he's as stubborn as the rest of us, despite his dementia. And he's all, well, then I got to poop. So, all right, we can't argue with that. And so he walked all the way back to the bathroom, no poop, but then walked all the way back. So he's walking around today. I mean, he's almost finished his exercise ring early in the morning. I can smell a fire. Someone's burning a fire. It's really cold here today.
I mean, you're sitting there just talking and doing nothing.
I'm just entertaining your...
Okay, well, I mean, a lot
I
of
got to go help
doing.
find the dog, I think. She's
dog's
right
not
there.
Here.
What?
Come on. Let's go.
Is it looking at you?
No, she's running.
There to my Coco. There to my Coco.
Come on.
Coco's coming back.
Come on.
And there goes the blue kitty running away from the Coco. Coco's right there now.
What happened?
Danielle's walking her to the back. Coco's looking at her from the lawn now. Like, am I going to go or am I going to stay? He's just staring at her. She's calling him. He's looking. And I can't get the big ones. I apologize, but there goes the dog right there. If you can see it. There. She got him. She lured him back. That dog is so, has so much FOMO. It's incredible. So if something else is going on, that dog's coming. Good morning, Craig. So as soon as she gets back, then I get to get my walk, which is pretty cool. How you doing in New Zealand? I love New Zealand. I wish I could. In New Zealand, I want to get to sometime New Zealand and Australia in my life. Whispers, you can't help get the dog. In fact, if we're both out there calling and trying to get the dog will never come back. You have to do it slyly. And that dog is my wife's dog, and that's who he's going to refer to. Coco is female, and you keep saying he. I do that all the time. I always misgender. We even name our dogs different. We had a dog, she was female, and I named her Clarence. Temperature's freaking cold. I don't know. My guess is like 48, something like that. It's cold for us in California. Daniel, I'll say hi to him if I remember. when I get back. I don't know what is taking her so long, because I got to get going on my walk. And zero, you're doing awesome. Cold and raining in Jersey. Coco is female. I know. How did you meet your wife? You can ask my wife. It's a longer discussion, so when she gets back, that's a good question to ask right away. I don't, Lisa. I mean, that damn dog knows. I mean, that dog is. It hides in the perfect spot, and when it knows I'm going to walk out, knows I'm going for a walk, and I couldn't walk with the dog out because it will just follow me. So I have to wait till. Yeah, Coco is a stinker. It's cold in Tennessee. Ooh, 13 in Billings. Yeah, I mean Montana. You can even get negatives out there. Hi, Blue Kitty. My Blue Kitty is here. Come here, Blue. Yeah, to my Blue. Come here, my Blue. This is my Blue Kitty. This is the rescue kitty. This is Blue Kitty. Ow, motherfucker. Cat's a little bit. What's the matter? It's kind of nervous because the dog's been out running around. Is it 44 in Sacramento? My God. I knew it was cold, Susan. I knew that. I'm ready to watch some football. I can't wait to get this walk in. I don't know what is going on. I don't know what's happening. Grandpa's having a great morning. She's going to be mad at me. Tell me something I don't know, whispers. I tell you, I mean, I think I suck most of the madness out of her so that she's jolly and nice to everybody else, right? Everybody. Nothing but smiles, because I suck all that bad stuff out. I'm waiting for Danielle to get back. I mean, if you want me to leave, I'm happy to go. Thanks, Jessica. I have been losing weight, not a lot, but you know, I'm finally seeing some results. It was really frustrating because I was, following a pretty strict regimen for a long time with no success whatsoever. I mean, I thought I could see it, and I did feel it in my pants, but it was just like weight shifted somewhere. I don't know. Craig, I'd cut the grass, but we have a guy that comes and cut. The same guy's been cutting our grass for 17 years. Well, thanks, Mauricio, Marco. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I am very lucky, Craig. I'm incredibly lucky. I can't. I mean, I think we're all lucky. If you're living, you already beat the odds. I mean, the odds of you showing up here on this planet and having some kind of, thought and ability to, to have your mind work. I mean, we all won just being here. What are the chances? What are the chances? I mean, you guys hit the biggest lottery in the world just being born, man. I mean, first you have like 8 trillion sperm, right? And you're just one out of 8 trillion. And then that's just the beginning. Then you got to go with the fertilization process. And then, half of them get discarded, miscarriages, all sorts of crap. And then you're born, you pop out, and people have the fucking nerve to complain about shit. Dude, you're born. You're here, man. It's like you've reached the show. Everybody is in Major League Baseball because you were born. What you do with it, I mean, it's up to different factors, but you're the biggest factor of what you do with it. You are ready. She's putting the garbage out. Linda, does my family ever feel guilty for not caring? I don't know. They might feel guilty that we're doing it, but there's really nobody else in my family that could do what we're doing. So it's not even a relevant thought. They just couldn't. Mark is too old. He can't do it physically or emotionally. My sister, she's married. It takes a special person to have somebody somebody's spout or somebody's father come into the house. Not everybody can deal with that and do it, or wants to put their life on hold. So, she's married. She can't do it physically either, and her husband is older. Josh is too young, and he's got small kids. He can't do it. There's nobody else that can do it except us. So I don't think they feel guilty in that sense. All right, she's back. You guys have a good day. I'm going to go for my walk.
Hold on. Hold on, guys. I gotta put this up. I forgot this was out. Put this up here. Sorry. Hi. I'm tired. Hi, Mark. It's good. I'm hanging in there. I'm hanging in there. I'm tired. So I was just playing with the dogs because I wanted them to know, that they're not going to get, it's just not like we're trying to lure them in. So I was trying to play with them a little bit longer, and I cleaned up poop while I was at it. So killed two birds with one stone. Only bald people complain. Okay. Well, I'm bald. I did. I got the dogs back. Hi, Ames. How are ya? I'm hanging in there. I'm hanging in there. You do a good job hiding it. You look full of energy. Actually, I'm pretty, I'm okay, You look at old pictures of myself, you should see me old. So anyway, here's the thing about being exhausted. Exhaustion isn't just physically, it's mentally, right? And so, a lot of my exhaustion sometimes is physically. I feel physically okay. I'm mentally pooped. This game is mental. And this is like this serious, the only really, you do this stuff with your kids when you just have them. I always have haters, Mark, but I'm not going viral, if you mean that. I went viral for a bit. That was fun. All because people, don't do their research and want to, put me out to be, some bad person. But, the truth lies within. I'm not here to prove anything to anybody. The only thing I'm here to prove to myself is that I can do it. And that, I'm here to show you guys that I'm doing it. As hard as it is and as complicated as it can be, I'm still here. Unbeknownst to most people, I do love my husband. It's just we have a different style of love, and we have a different style of banter. We have a different style of dynamic, and not everybody understands that. And it's not for people to understand, right? You choose to get it or you choose not to get it. And if you choose not to get it, then that's on you. But you look like an idiot when you want to pull that front and center, right? Because again, we've been here 28 years together. We don't just give up. Trust me, this life, we could have given up a long time. I almost gave up. I almost gave up a long time ago. I almost walked out, took the kids and left because I was at a brink of dealing with something with him that I couldn't tolerate anymore. But in our generation, I think we try, as long as everything's okay, but no physical abuse, no mental abuse, whatever, you stay, you work it, you try to figure it out, especially if there's love there. And we've always had love. We have a really cool love story. We have a really cool basic foundation of life. And to me, that's worth fighting for, even through the ups and downs. And if you guys knew the shit that he put me through, you would absolutely die and think, how the hell did you do it? I did it because I loved him. In all instances, I could not leave because I couldn't imagine being with another man, and I could not imagine him being with another woman. Couldn't do it. And so I figured it out, and I just had to let go of some anger, and I had to let go of some disappointment. And, I had to let go of some of those things that we all have to fight through in our marriage. We all have to fight through those difficult moments, and they were difficult. And here we are again, difficult. we have a lot to fight for, you know. It's not always perfect, and let me tell you, I wish my husband was different in so many different ways. But like, there's those elements that you get the glimpses of the emotional side, like this morning when he kissed me on my cheek and he said thank you. You know, that was wonderful. That was very made me feel really good. You know, those moments are few and far between. Should he do it more? Absolutely. He's ADHD, people. I mean, you should have seen him this morning. He was driving me nuts. I mean, he can't, you know, he can't see sometimes the nose he has on his face because his brain's going this way. And so, you know, sometimes I have to be more kind and patient, and it's hard. It's hard because I do a lot. You know, I do a lot. Thank you for putting out. I always put out, just so you know. The sex thing, which people are very fascinated with in my life. You know, here's the thing. If I succumb to hi DB, if I succumb to every fucking time he asks me to have sex, I would not get anything done. I'd literally be on my back all day with my legs spread. People have to understand that. Like some men ask for sex all day long, right? Period. Most of those days he gets sex, but he's not getting it all day long. Sorry, you have a hand. But I am putting out. I put out probably 3 to 4 times. So far this week, it's been four days. 4 days. He's had it 4 days. Did we have sex yesterday? We did not have sex yesterday. So we had 3 days, no sex, and then we had sex again. Poor Dan. For all you men, poor Dan. You know? And that's what like people don't understand is they just want to take one video and blow it out of proportion. Poor Dan. Yeah, poor Dan. He has a wife that fucking gives out. He has a wife that takes care of his dad, gets up in the middle of the night, wipes his butt after poop, puts herself back to bed, gets up again and showers him at 5 o'clock in the morning because he pissed on himself. Poor fucking Dan, you know? Poor fucking Dan. And he gets sex. He got sex this morning, right? And there's moments of a good man there when he does those things, you know? Makes me want more of that. You know, and he used to always tell me, this was Dan, this is the philosophy of the Salingers. Like, it's really kind of backwards. But I remember Dan telling me something like, why don't you say I love, you know, like, I love you. You know, most people will always say, love you, bye, you know, whatever. I do that now. Love you, bye, blah, blah, blah. Love you, bye. You know, I'm like, you never say I love you. You never say I love you. Like, what? He's like, because it becomes, it just doesn't mean, you know, when you say it all the time, you know, it just loses its meaning, is what he said. So let me tell you, when he says it, it's fucking weird. I almost die of a heart attack, and he doesn't really say it. He'll say it on a live, but he doesn't ever say it like, I love you. But he did kiss me on the cheek this morning, and he said, thank you. Now that, my friends, is everything. That is everything. She said he wakes her up while the bed is shaking. She said he wakes her up while the bed is shaking. I said, Patty, are you mad at me today? I mean, I just kind of am feeling like you're kind of like attacking me a little bit today. This isn't the first thing you've said today. So I'm just asking you, are you irritated with me or is it somebody else? Because I'm really kind of confused with your comments today. I'm feeling a vibe. You know what I mean? Anyway, so Laura, I'm sorry if I missed something. And lives have a break, girl. I do have a break. I get a break all the time. Okay. Because I feel like this vibe that I'm like, okay, she's not happy with me today or something. And that's okay. It happens. Are you more the most in the world? I know. And that's just, we show the real shit of our relationship. And people just want to take it. And because we show it, they think they have, you know, okay. I just wanted to make sure because I just kind of felt a little weird. Okay. I just want to make sure. And it's okay if I pierce you off. I do that to a lot of people. So I just choose, I think it's fun to show my life. I think it's fun. I think it's funny. You know, our relationship is quite eclectic. There's a big word for some of you. Eclectic. Love you too, Pats. Eclectic. Our relationship is very eclectic from how we met to current day, right? You know, there's days that I look at him and I'm like, why the hell am I here? And there's days that I'm like, I love him. You know, it's they're curated moments. And I don't curate shit. So if you know me, there's no curation in anything I do. Just so you know, like if you're gonna see me on the live, he pisses me the fuck off. I'm pissed off. Like I cannot handle him all the time. He's an ass. He can be a complete dick. And yet everybody says poor Dan. It goes both ways, right? It goes both ways. And I think it's important to show the real emotions of a marriage, right? That is sometimes hanging on by a thread, and sometimes you want to, unalive each other, and it's not perfect while taking care of his father. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, and I'm not ashamed of it. I think it's funny. I think, like, in essence, the things that we bitch about with each other are funny. When I look back at it after being angry and frustrated, I think it's fun. I think it's fun to throw him under the bus. I think it's fun to have this platform and be like, look what this asshole did. And literally, he doesn't hear me when I speak to him, but he hears me through social media. You know what I mean? So it's Kitchen Chronicles have been wonderful. Like 90, probably 85% better since I shamed him, as people want to call it. Shame. I'm shaming him. Yeah. What do your kids think of your content, especially about your personal life? Damn. They don't care. I mean, I'm sure sometimes they think it's a bit much, but it's not their life. They don't have a choice. It pays their bills. It pays their bills, so they really can't say much about it. They want to be involved in it, they can be involved in it. If they don't, they don't. I think one of them watches me sporadically, or her friends or her future fiance watches me, and he just giggles. He thinks it's funny. But like, I think most people take it for what it is and appreciate it for what it is, right? You don't it's my marriage, and it's not any different than when Justin comes over or any of Hannah's friends come over. It's the same shit. We banter, we fight, we yell at each other. I'm cussing him out, calling him an idiot. That's us. Yeah, you can't stand each other sometimes. Sometimes, like, I seriously look at him and I'm like, am I going to make it 10 more years with you, bruh? Because right now, I'm looking for somebody younger and more helpful, but yeah, pays their bills. Social media pays their bills. Yes, pays their bills. What we do right now pays the bills. That's how we make money. Yeah, this is how we make money now. My husband retired from being an attorney. So now we skim by. So yeah, demerits. You should thank Grandpa. User, you think you're clever. You don't think we've thanked Grandpa many times? You don't think, have you been around a little bit? Or are you just trying to be snarky with your no username? Many times we have thanked Grandpa. And you know what Grandpa said? He says, I opened the doors for you. You guys have done the rest. There's a video with him saying that. So do your research before you come out here and think you're going to be clever with your insults. I would too, the honesty, good and bad, here for the love. I am here. I'm going to give you the good and the bad and the in-between, because that's who I am. I'm failing some days, right? Some days I'm exhausted and I'm so bent out and I'm burnt out, and Dan's on my last motherfucking nerve. And today, nothing infuriates me when he lets the fucking dog out, because he doesn't pay attention, right? That fucking irritates me. And then I have to clean up the mess. That is my life, right? Cleaning up messes of Dan. But I'm a caregiver. Yay me. Hi, Brenda. So, Grandpa is very blessed. Grandpa's very lucky. Yes, it's ordering. I put out this morning, Tommy, which I put out mostly in the mornings. Yeah. He's had sex for the last 4 days. Well, there was a break yesterday, but then he had sex today. So he's literally doing well. Yeah. And that's the thing, you guys, get over that. He gets sex 3 to 4 times a week, sometimes more, right? Sometimes more. Like, if you really need to know my sex, I'll log it for you guys every day. Sex this morning, I'll let you know every day. Okay, so you know. And most of the time it's probably more than what you're getting at. Yeah. So, you know, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care about sharing my sex life because people think I don't put out. I don't know why. Um, so more than what I get. Ba-dum-bum-bum. And yeah, he's very lucky. Dan is very lucky. Dan is very blessed. If anybody's blessed in this house, it's Dan, really. He's the most blessed. No, it is nobody's business, Jessica, but I feel the need to share it if they're so interested. I don't care. I have no shame. He was excited this morning too, man. He was ready to go. I'm glowing. I feel better today, Rhonda. Thank you. Dan can't complain. Yeah, 3 to 4 times a week, and on a really bad, like, unless I'm on my period or something. But he gets a lot of sex. I mean, he gets more than most people. So, and my kids hearing that might get a little nauseated. You know, they think that you know, I don't think they really want to know that their parents are fucking. You know. But I think they know. Like, Andrew asked a question the other day, and I told him, he's like, whoa. And I said, well, don't ask. He goes, well, I didn't think you were going to say that. Yes, Andrew, your dad and I still have sex. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say. You know what I mean? Like, and he's like, I just didn't think you have sex with him. How did you think you were made? From your dad's penis, brother. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell? Don't ask a question you don't want the answer to. See, he forgets that. He forgets that his mom is going to tell him the truth. Yes, your daddy and I fuck like 3 to 4 times a week. Oh, God. What? Why? Him? Ew. Yeah, don't ask. Don't ask, because I'll tell you. I don't care. I have nothing. The thing I won't tell you is how much money I have. Because I think that's a lot of, this is the only personal thing that I think I really should keep quiet. But other than that, like, I won't tell you the dollars on my bank account. I won't tell you, you know, like, what I'm worth or anything like that. But I'll tell you about my sex life. I don't care. Does size matter? No. As long as it works and you feel something, you know, there's hands and other things you can use if you got a dicky-doo tummy. I know you're probably trying to find out the alternative since you got a dicky-doo. So size does not matter when you got a push pop, honey. As long as it can come up and you got the tip, you can rub it in places, you can finger it, you can do all those things. So I know it's okay. Push pops happen to some people, the best of us, Tommy, but you can still make it work, baby. How this topic came last time we were with family friends. And the mouth. There's always the mouth if you feel so inclined. Now, my mouth doesn't open very well. I mean, but, you know, it can't open that big. I have TMJ. And, you know, in order to get around Dan's behemoth, you know, you got to really open up. And my mouth just doesn't quite fit it. It doesn't open up as big as it needs to. You know what I mean? Now, Dan does not have no push pop. He's got a behemoth, you know. It's a big one. You need almost 3 mouths to put around it. So I just can only lick the tip. You know, the tip is fine. So funny about Andrew. No, Jane, I mean, he does that sometimes. And sometimes he forgets who his mom is. And, you know, you got to remember, I used to, your son he walked in on you, Melissa? Yeah, that's scarring. I walked in, my mom and Ed one time, and that's you Britton, Melissa. I mean, you cannot, you should never be in the position of your kids seeing that, because it's scarred. I saw Ed and my mom. I was like, I don't know, 9. That shit does not leave your brain. Melissa, you need to bleach their eyes. They can't, my kids have never seen Dan and I in the midst of anything. And thank the Lord, because take it from me, you don't get rid. I heard my mom, my stepmom and my dad one time, I never told her. I can't tell it because I could have family watching. And I was like 13, I was watching TV. You can't unhear it and you can't unsee it. So, words to the wise, you fucked up as a parent. Oh, God, Jessica. My mom and Ed married, Mark. Yeah. You missed that. You've been gone a long time. My mom and Ed were married. Yeah. Yeah. Christ. I've known Ed since I was 5. Yeah. Since I was 5. Melissa, you fucked up. I mean, you're going to have to give them something extra in the will because that is, yeah. So, yeah. You didn't know that? Where have you guys been? Like, how do you not know that? It's all over the internet. I mean, it was on Reddit. It was all over 2 years ago. I mean, you missed 2 years of the life of the secret love affair. There's no secret. Everybody thought it was like this big, thing. No, we just wanted to, I spit. Yeah, I spit. We just wanted to like keep the focus on Ed, not us. And we didn't want to have to delve in the past about Ed, and how, he wasn't as sweet as he is now. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we were trying to just keep it just so we stayed on a happy focus, not going back on how I had trauma with him when I was a young child. Yeah. My mom and Ed were together. Yes. Yeah. That's how I met Dan. I met him once at 5 and knew he was going to be the love of my life. Yeah, I met him at 5 one time. And I'll get into the story later. I don't want to do it right now because I'm cold and whatever. But for those of you who have not seen it or heard it, I met Dan at 5, and I knew I was going to marry him at 5. Josh is my mom. So Josh, Ed and my mom had Josh. So Dan and I share a brother. Yeah. My daughter walked in me and her ex-stepdad and told her he was taking my temperature. Yeah, read my book if you need to. It's all in my book. Buy my book. Yeah, buy my book. Josh is my brother, my half-brother. He's Dan's half-brother and my half-brother. And if you really think about it, my kids and Josh's kids are double cousins. We named it double cousins. They probably, if they needed any livers or something, my kids and Josh's kids probably would show up as siblings. How about that? Try that one on for brain. So Joanna and Ed had 5 kids. I know people are like really struggling. Joanna and Ed had 5 kids. Dan was the baby of the family, right? They divorced. Then my mom and Ed got together. They married. They had sex and they penetrated and conceived Josh, right? Dan's dad, my mom. So Josh and I share a mom. Dan and the 5 kids share a dad. Yeah. So it's not that complicated. Josh is kind of hot. He thinks so too. About people harassing you, proud of you for taking care of it. Thank you. I appreciate that. I love you too, Catherine. Sure wanted Dr. Ed and his babies. Yeah, I don't know about that, Karen. My dad's sister married my dad's brother, so my cousins are double cousins. So you have it too. Yeah. Doesn't it hurt your head when you think about it? It does. So it's really hard. But oh, you did, Amy. So yeah, it's really cool. I mean, we have a really beautiful story, I didn't miss, Botox. Look at all that. Woo, Botox. Yeah, Botox. If I had Botox, I'd be like this. Do I talk to my mom? I do every day. She's in the sky, but I do talk to her. My mom's dead. People, my mom died. And so my mom was my best friend. Yeah, my mom was my best friend and died at 53. So 2 years from now, right, from my age, my mom died. I can't believe you guys don't know that either. You guys, where are you? So yeah, I do talk to her every day. Sometimes I cry and ask for help, support, 20 years difference between my mom and Ed. Yeah. So yeah, my mom died at 50. So as my mom was, for those of you that don't know, as my mom was dying with lung cancer and it was ravaging her body, my dad tried to unalive himself. And failed. Apparently, people, when you put the gun to your temple, there's a certain way to do it, and kaputs, and he survived, walked down the stairs, and proceeded to drive himself to 911 to the emergency room. She did, Dee? Oh, yeah. So my dad died 2 years later. So my mom died at 53, and my dad died the bullet ended up killing him 2 years later. Yeah, gave him a stroke, which we knew was going to happen eventually. So that's my family. Yay. That was fun. Let me tell you. Andrew was about 16 months old. Dan was in his own world. Successful lawyer, making serious money, celebrating in Tahoe every weekend by himself. Because, he was just money out the asshole. I mean, they made so much money back then. And I was literally a single mom, watching my mom die. And I don't remember if they were talking about their will. I think Ed and my mom were talking about their will at the time. This was before she really mentally lost her, it went to her brain. She died February 24th, 06. And so it was December or January. I can't remember exactly, but as they were talking about the will and assets, yeah, I get the call from my aunt. Whenever my aunt calls me, it's always been something tragic. So that was fun. That was fun to tell my mom. Yeah, at the time she's dying and writing her will with Ed. That was fun. That was really fun. My mom was really upset. Yeah. Crying, screaming. You can imagine. Yeah. Hi, Vogies. Apart from Josh, do you have any other siblings? I do. I have 2 brothers from my dad. Yeah. And my stepmom. Love them. Great guys. One of my oldest one on that side just bought his first house, has his first baby, and is doing great. So yeah, I'm very proud. He's up for partnership in a very big accounting firm. And so he's preparing for his oral presentation tomorrow. Lost my parents 8 weeks apart. It was rough. I can't believe it. Yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible. If anybody's ever been in that situation when your dad just unalived himself, but not really, survived it, right? And my mom's dying. And literally she died like a month later, 2 months later. Yeah, it was great. Great. I had to listen to my mom screaming, crying, pleading, like, fuck him. And, I mean, you could imagine. It's great. Great. Yeah, great. I remember. Clear as day. That image is straight. We'll never, yeah. Anyway. Oh, fuck. So, death is hard, Death is upon all of us. Honestly. I mean, we have no idea when we're dying. Does Ed remember your mom? Sometimes I said it was really fun. Like there's little snippets that come out. So I FaceTime my mom's family, which is my aunt. Liam is calling me a liar. Okay, I'm a liar. Did Ed marry again? No. Just Joanna, my mom. I FaceTime my family, my mom's side, my aunt, that's who I go to see in Nashville, my aunt and my cousin. And how did you know you were going to marry Dan? I fell in love at 5, Stephanie. People just don't understand that. I fell in love. I knew I was going to marry him. I don't know. How does a 5-year-old know that? I don't know. But I didn't see him again until Josh was born. So I met him once at 5. Never saw him again until Josh was born. And then once Josh was born, 10 years later, it was like everybody got together, right? The family started combining and we started having family dinners. And then Aaron came. So Aaron was 6 months after Josh was born. And then it was always dinner at our house. My mom always had a big dinner every morning, every weekend, almost it felt like with the kids. And to have all the family together. Joanne would come on Thanksgivings. We would have, the Thanksgivings. Joanne was always there. My mom and Joanne were always together in family functions. It's a pretty cool situation. We didn't have to share any holidays. So Ed was no saint, basically. I don't really know what that means. It's very, very, oh, thanks, Karen. It's the red hat. Suzanne's making jokes and I'm not finding it. I can't see it. Sorry. So here's the theory behind Ed, right? Here's the theory behind Ed. I think, why does he always remember me? I don't know. He remembers me when I'm little. you know. Oh, really quick, that's what he said. Somebody asked me. So I was on the phone with my Aunt Helen, and he used to stay like when my aunt's house, you know, and Betty. And so anyway, we're like, do you remember? She's like, hi, Ed, you know, blah, blah, blah. He's like, I'm Janice's sister. And Ed said, I married her, you know, so there's glimpses of things. And sometimes he calls me Janice. So there, it's in his mind. Yeah, it's that, it's there. But there's different sometimes, you know, sometimes. You all have been listening with earbuds in or rewind. Love you, Fargy. So anyway, yeah, he does. He has memories. I mean, he called me Janice the other day sometimes. Or he talks to Janice sometimes weirdly at the right side of his dinner table. Haven't seen her yet, but you know, I think, do I look like my mom? Very similar. My coloring is not the same as my mom. My mom looked like Josh. I mean, if you guys see Josh, like Josh has Salinger in him, but he looks like my mom. Yeah, I just don't share enough about my mom on the social because I've been traumatized by the social media and what they've done, and how they threw her obituary out and did all those things. So I'm very traumatized about, my mom is somebody very important with me, and to me, and I just don't mess around with the deceased. I mean, the people just bring her up and they had no right to do that. So I share my mom very irregularly, even on member lives. I'm very, very private. So that really hurt me. That was one of the most traumatizing moments when I saw my mom's obituary all over the place to prove a point about something they thought was a secret, but was never a secret, which was Dan and I's love for one another and our situation. I don't know. You know, and GSR, a lot of people think that it's probably because he remembers the trauma. You know, he remembers maybe the trauma of growing up with him and my mom. Like it wasn't a good household. It was not. It was not healthy. I developed probably a lot of anxiety from there, TMJ, and that's when probably my fibromyalgia really started. In essence, from all the traumas, you know. I have Arabic parents, kind of, my dad's side. So you know, guys, it's a very, 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 very complicated. It's very complicated. The past was very complicated. And that's why we didn't want to get into our relationship, because it's complicated. And we want Ed to be remembered sweetly now, how he is now, not how he was back then. Period. Did Dan know you had a crush on him at 15? Did Dan know I had a crush on him at 15? I had a crush on Dan every time I saw him. I mean, I knew he was my guy. Hi, Daggy. He didn't know I was his girl, but I knew I was going to get him. Even when we started hanging around, you know, at the family, like I was 12, 13, I was always like, damn, he's yummy. Yeah. I had the hots for Dan, like serious hots for Dan. The title of my book is There You Have It. Nana, it's in everything that I've published so far is in my link tree, so you can hit it. I think we're having sales right now through tomorrow, or maybe to just today. I don't know. Do I regret being on social media? Hell fucking no. I think even with all the bad, social media is the best thing that's ever happened to me. Yeah. So don't forget, everything in my link tree that we have published was just a recent Millie Pig book. We're going to try to get another one out by February, is there. So we're having a sale. So make sure you check out my link trees for all those things. Yes, I thought that because you are beautiful. Oh, thank you. How did you tell Dan, how did Dan tell you he liked you? When he finally succumbed to my desires and my wants and my needs. I don't even think then he truly knew what was happening. Who made the first move? Might have been me. Might have. Yeah. I was the problem. I was the problem, it's me. He was hot. Shit. Well, you guys need to check him out. Did you see those old photos of him on the beach? Man, come on. I knew he was my guy. He's my guy. I did. He fought me off for a long time. He was hot. I wanted him. Yeah. I told him if he looked like that again, I might do that more often too. Bye, Carla. Anyway, good for you. God damn, remember the 501 button-ups? I mean, my memories of Dan and those 501 button-ups, and you took that one button off and you saw the gift of the Lord. I don't even know why I said that, but I'm just saying. You know, you see the tip and the glistening tip. That was a gift of the Lord, I think. God, remember that? God, I mean, remember those times? The happy trail of hair. Ooh, wait. God, why was it so sexy back then? The smell of polo lingering on his body. He used to also use Irish Spring. Damn! Those jeans on men, but they're not the same, you know? I know when he annoys me, I need to take out that picture. Damn, he's hot. Fuck. No, it was the original polo, the green bottle, not the sports. Damn, you don't know. Shit. Makes me horny just thinking about it. Oh my God. He just posted a collage of us back in the day. Yeah, he was hot. There you have it. It's on Amazon. It's in my link tree. All right, I gotta go. I'm cold. The green bottle. And we just broke it. We just broke it. I broke it. I'm so pissed off. I need to buy him a new one. Get him. Get your man the green polo. I remember kissing Kelly Crepata. If there's any Crepatas out here, my first kiss. And we had a party, and he was wearing probably a whole bottle of Polo cologne. And we were dancing to Whitney Houston's Greatest Love of All. Me and Kelly Crepata. And he had the whole bottle on. Kelly, if you're watching, man, you almost killed me with that smell. Yeah, and you licked my face. I hope you kiss better now. But I didn't know any better, so I didn't know if that was normal or not. But yeah. And then Polo cologne. Yeah, fuck. That green bottle did some things. I need to get some more. It gave me a tickle. And think about it. Just think about unbuttoning that first button, you know? Whew. Lord have mercy. God, that was so fun. I don't think it's hard to find. I think they still make it. I'm going to be pissed if I broke it. You use audio. Audio. God, I'm cold. Okay, I got to go. I'm getting the tickle. Where's Dan? Dan! Mama needs some loving. Oh, shit. It's my turn to want you. I don't know. Anyway, Drakkar. Drakkar was the other one. Yeah, I wasn't a big thing. And Geo. God, Geo. Damn, that got me juices going. Fuck. Lori, you are here. I don't see you. Anyway, okay, I gotta go. I'm freezing. Let me go sniff some cologne while Dan's gone. He only has one left. If we don't do lives on Sunday, y'all crazy. English leather. All right. I'm also gonna order the one my dad used to wear because it makes me happy. It's a pine cone. It's a green pine cone, and I don't know what it's called, but I don't know exactly. And buy it. I need to buy it because it's one of the best like comforting smells. The other smells are sexy, but the smell of my dad is comfort. Ooh, cool water. No. Anyway, okay. I love you guys. I'll see you. Jupe. Yes. Anyway, get Chrome. I need to do something for him. I definitely not gonna spray my dad's cologne on him because that would be weird. Anyway, okay, I'm freezing. I gotta go. Love you. Bye. See you tomorrow.